Alrighty. Welcome to the Florida Conservation Commission meeting being held on Zoom on Monday, January 4th, 2021 at 5:30 to consider the following petitions below. First, we'll have pursuant to the open meeting laws, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit this meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recording or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Can we start out with roll call? I'll start with Andy Litz.
Here.
Here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you talking to me? Yes, I'm here.
Andy?
Yes.
Hello?
Hi. My mic off?
No, you're on, Andy.
Okay.
Okay. Louis Ferreira?
Here.
Here? Okay.
John, you're stuck again.
This is wrong.
First meeting 220.
John, you got to do it again. You locked up.
Okay, where did I lock up? The beginning?
No, we got Andy, we got Lewis.
Oh, okay. Galter Emerald here?
I'm here.
Okay. Jim Hornsby's here.
Here.
All members of the board are present, no absence. First on the agenda is amendment orders of conditions NOISE-24.
This will work someday.
Yeah.
We're close.
John, you locked up again. You want Andy to take over?
Yeah, that's weeks. Yeah.
Ready?
John?
Yes.
You
Yes.
locked up again. You want Andy to take over?
Andy, go ahead and read the amendment of conditions then.
Sure, no problem. So amendment order of conditions NOISE-24-728. Owner/applicant T.M. Crowley and Associates. Project location 64 Stevens Street. And on the assessors map, that's E-27-4. This is continued from December 21, 2020. And where do we go there?
Well, I think at that point, we should ask Mr. Marchand to comment.
Okay, Mr. Marchand, can you comment, please?
Sure. John Marchand from Farland Corp. for the record. If you recall at the last meeting, we had presented a plan where we were proposing to tie our overflow drainage into the existing storm drain, 42-inch storm drain, to the in the right of way to the south of our parcel. We submitted that plan and the design calculations to Mr. Furland for his review. And he was able to get back to us with a response that without doing a pretty comprehensive drainage study of the total area contributing to that pipe, they wouldn't be really comfortable approving our tie-in, given the backwater problems with the existing pipe as it is. So at this point, we're kind of evaluating. Mr. Furlan had suggested running a new pipe parallel to the existing pipes that would just handle our discharge, and we're evaluating that, whether we're allowed to do that given the easement and the right of way, whether we have the legal right to do that. And also we're looking at, Mr. Furland was going to look at getting some design information for us for when the existing pipe was installed, if we could utilize that to kind of provide the data that he's looking for. So we're kind of evaluating where we can go and what we can do from here. If it is feasible to tie into that pipe, we'll need to do some more rigorous drainage study of the existing drainage area.
So are you asking for a continuance of this to the next meeting?
Yeah, so we're asking for a continuance to the next meeting, which I understand is February 1st.
Is that right, Patty?
Yep.
And that'll be a Zoom as well.
Okay.
So is Mr. Furlan's on the call, and has he got anything he'd like to add to those comments? Just want to get a sense that this is moving forward and that parties are talking and working towards a resolution.
Yeah, no, I have been in contact with Mr. Marchand from Fallon Corp back and forth a couple of times with the holidays and everybody trying to be away, use up their vacation before the end of the year. There was, there was a bit of a lag, but I did get Mr. Marchand the information, and I believe they are looking in to make the best outcome out there. As Mr. Marchand said, one of the issues that I have with tying into the existing pipe is the drainage system that was installed out there in 2013, 2014 was for the drainage of the Stevens Street area. There was extensive flooding within that area. That's what that drainage system was designed and sized for.
Right.
As I said, I would definitely require a pretty comprehensive study of the whole entire watershed area that flows into that drainage system and then what flows out. And there's different issues that we have with that. Some of that piping is very flat just because of the natural grades of the land out there. When we originally installed the pipe, that was some of the challenges that we were up against. Some tailwater from the South Watuppa Pond was another challenge that was something we were battling with. So I think they are moving in the right direction, and I will be here to assist them with any questions that they do have with their design concept moving forward.
So is it Mr. Vice Chairman? Is that
Yes, yes. How
Mr.
do we
Vice
move?
Chairman? I would think at this time that might be an appropriate vote to allow the matter to be continued to the next meeting.
All right, so we have on the floor. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
Seconded.
Sure.
Are there, do we have to ask for questions?
Discussion?
You may.
No.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing no discussion. All those in favor?
No, you have to do
Aye.
one by one.
Okay.
Oh, we
Louis,
got to do a roll call. Yeah.
I thought we did the roll call already. Oh,
Well,
No.
since we're doing remote, you have to do a roll call on every vote.
okay, sorry about that. Jim Hornsby.
Aye.
Okay, Galter Amaral.
Aye.
Louis Ferrera.
Aye.
All right, and I.
Don't
John
forget
Grant.
John.
Oh, John. Raise your hand.
Aye.
I'm sorry, John.
Aye.
All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yeah, we
Can you
got
hear
now.
me? Aye.
All right, we got 5 ayes.
Let's go aye.
The motion passes.
Okay, Andy, next on the agenda.
Okay, so
Thank
next
you.
on
Have a good night.
the agenda, ratification of issuance of enforcement order by William G. Kenny regarding 57 Frederick Street and review of status of required restoration plan.
I can address that, Mr. Vice Chairman. As you recall, I believe it was at the last meeting, Mr. Furlan joined us and brought to our attention some issues at the property at 57 Frederick Street. There was concern that there was dumping of fill, unauthorized dumping of fill in a swale behind the property that was likely to cause drainage issues, not only for that property, but for neighboring properties. And this was a property that was, trying to recall whether there was an order of conditions outstanding on it, but whether or not there was, it's our obligation in a case where there's unauthorized violation of the Wetlands Protection Act to take some action. And the action that the board recommended, that the commission recommended, was that a cease and desist order be issued simultaneously with an invitation to the owner to come before the board to present a plan for restoring the wetlands to their original condition. And I signed the enforcement order, and what we and we sent it out by certified mail, return receipt requested. And it appears, Patty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it appears from the post office information that nobody picked up the mail, that there was an attempt to deliver it and get a signature, and that was not successful. But that doesn't mean that we were not successful. Our obligation is to serve the notice, and that was done. And if the people choose not to accept their mail, that's their choice. At this point, the first order of business would be for the board to ratify and confirm the signature on the order by me as agent for the commission. Sometimes we have the chair do it, sometimes I do it. In either event, and oftentimes we do it without the board authorizing it in advance. You authorize this in advance, but just for the record, I would feel more comfortable if you just took a vote to ratify my having taken the action to sign and serve the order. That would be the first order of business.
So,
I'll move ratification of Mr. Kenny's order.
okay. All right, well then, do we have a second? on that?
Second.
All right, thank you. All right, any discussion on that? Hearing none, let's do a roll call vote. John Brandt? That's an aye, I guess. Louis Farrar?
Yes, or aye.
Galt Amarillo?
Aye.
Jim Hornsby?
Aye.
And I'll give an aye. So we have ratified the action.
So then the next issue is, what do we do now? One obvious course of action is just to refer the matter to Corporation Counsel to enforce the enforcement order by filing suit in the Superior Court. Probably if we refer it to Corporation Counsel, their first order of business would be to try and contact the owner by some other means and to bring the issue to their attention and to indicate that unless some amicable resolution can be reached, that a suit would probably be filed with Superior Court, and that suit would probably ask the judge to issue a mandatory injunction ordering the owner to restore the wetlands. I think that's the most obvious course of action. Refer it to Corporation Counsel with a recommendation that they take charge of the case and pursue it in whatever they think is their best judgment moving forward,
Okay.
and to report back to us.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I switched over to phone.
There you go.
Now, Bill, on this, can we be quicker on it where we don't have this like taking like 6-8 months to get done?
And I think it's taken 6 days so far. No.
But sometimes,
If you're asking me to be responsible for the speed at which the Corporation Counsel's office acts, I decline the opportunity.
yeah.
Is there,
John, you're going to want to log out from your computer.
I see 2 Johns on the screen here.
He cloned himself.
he's got a new dog.
Well,
All righty. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes, much.
Okay.
yeah. So in answer to your question, I have no idea how long it will take for the Corporation Counsel's office to act. I will certainly let them know that this is a very egregious violation of the Wetlands Act that requires immediate attention.
Is
Okay.
it? I'm.
I wonder if
Mr.
Mr.
Chairman?
Furlan has any further comments. He's the individual that brought this matter to
Yeah.
the Conservation Commission's attention.
That's what I was gonna ask, yeah.
So I don't have anything else to add. The only thing is, there is the impact to the swale system out there. I think every means should be taken to address this issue. If the Corporation Council, excuse me, not the Corporation Council, or the Conservation Commission would like, I would be willing to have one of my staff members try alternate communication with the person to try to notify them of the notification. I would also maybe recommend if we send it in regular mail, so at least they get it. They get it in the regular mail. I know it's not signed as required per law, but we went through that process and they didn't accept it. So I think we need to try everything within our means, because as the Conservation Commission discussed last time, this does affect other residents within that area.
Not a bad idea. It might result in some quicker response if we're lucky enough to have them get their regular mail and read it, or if you have one of your folks go knock on the door and talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah,
I was thinking also, what if we, in addition to regular mail, do a FedEx or something where it has to be delivered to the door?
Well, the city can do certified mail.
But they didn't pick it up. That's
Right.
why.
Well, I don't know. They may have attempted to deliver and they weren't there to sign for it, so they took it back and then they'll try
Right.
again.
Yeah.
But the same thing would probably happen with FedEx. If you need a signature and they're not home, then it would go back.
Hmm.
Yeah. But they could always leave it there. That's why. And they got a tracking number on it. That's my thought. At least they got a record that it was delivered.
Well, I suppose we could try that, and also we could try a three-pronged approach here: FedEx, regular mail, and Furland mail.
Guess we'll get Amazon in on it.
well,
Yeah, we can
I
get them
think-
involved. You want to
think
do
it's
that?
really-
Go.
go ahead.
I was just going to say, if I think it probably does make sense to try some additional alternative means of contact before sending it to the law department. So if the commission wants, we can try that. We can try all three approaches. We can send FedEx, regular mail, and then have one of the Department of Public Utilities folks go out and try and make contact and then report back to us. And if I don't want a month to go by, I would say if we don't get any response within the next 2 weeks, then maybe you should authorize us to send it to the law department.
Sure. My concern is just, like I said, it's getting cold out with that water. It's going to damage other homes. We send it to the council. It's going to take forever. Not knocking them.
No, it's just they have a full plate of work to
Right,
do.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How about that? A vote to direct me to attempt alternative means of contact, and if that's not successful, then to refer to the law department, maybe in no later than 2 weeks, something like that.
I think that's good.
Yeah. All right. I'll make the motion.
Second that motion.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Uh,
2 weeks, wait a minute, discussion. 2 weeks is,
Martin Luther King Day.
yeah, that's what I just realized. We got 2 holidays in there.
No, there's one.
2 holidays?
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We had New Year's, didn't we? Did we
Well,
have
New Year's happened already. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Is maybe your birthday or something the other holiday?
No, I think it was probably Andy's birthday, but I'll just quit on that. I just want to be sure they have a chance to respond, because once it gets sent to the Corporation Council, regardless, I'm not talking about the speed, but I think we lose control. Is that's, I think that it then becomes the Corporation Council's responsibility and not ours. And we, wait,
I think,
I would-
I don't want to
Go
speak
ahead.
out of turn, but I think I think the outcome that any of us want to see here is just a corrective action so that,
Right.
Right.
You know, I think hearing what the commission spoke of last time. So I think just, you know, I think even if it went to Corporation Council and they came in with a plan to restore, I think it doesn't take it out of the commission's hands.
No, I don't think so. I think we should act, 2 weeks is a good time, but if we don't set a precedence, then another neighbor can do what this guy's doing.
Right.
And we're not gonna have any, control or any meaningless threats, so we need to move on this. So I say in 2 weeks, then we send another letter, Federal Express or something like that.
Yeah, with FedEx, they'll have the letter the following day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I'll send it out tomorrow, FedEx.
Okay, great. Cool. So we got a motion.
We have a second?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, it's been seconded.
Okay, take a vote. Andy,
Aye.
Galter,
Aye.
Mr. Hornsby,
Aye,
Lewis,
Aye.
John, I. Vote passes 5-0. So we're on to what? Approval of the minutes from December 21st?
Thank you. Have a good night.
All righty. Can I have a motion for approval of the minutes of December
make it.
21st? Second?
I'll second that.
Okay, vote Andy,
Aye.
Galter,
Aye.
Lewis,
Aye.
Mr. Hornsby.
aye.
Vote passes 5-0. Any citizen input, Patty?
Nope.
Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make it.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, can I have a vote, Andy?
Aye.
Galter,
Aye.
Lewis,
Aye.
Mr. Hornsby?
Aye.
Vote passes 5-0. Meeting adjourned.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year, guys.